Hello everyone, sorry for the delay. Life, as they say, has been lifing. However, today, we'll be diving into Avatar: The Last Airbender, which is widely regarded as one of the most compelling animated series in modern TV history. Its rich storytelling, complex characters and mature themes draw in individuals from all age groups. Episode 5 of Season 3, The Beach, encapsulates the overall experience of what Avatar brings to the table. Not only do we see Azula touch base with her humorous side, we also see the gang finally live as teenagers. Or try as they might. Anyway, let's get started. This episode steers away from the war as Zuko and Azula go to Ember Island with friends. This island is one they grew up on as children. The group hopes to enjoy time with one another as they take their mind off war. Greeted by the elder Fire Nation twins, the gang gets acquainted with the area. Zuko gives comments on the smell of the Elder's room, while receiving a rather disturbing image of the Elder's moments after. The group settles in and makes their way to the beach. This is a popular time on the island as many other Fire Nation teens are enjoying a vacation as well. We get a dose of teenagers in their natural habitat, the males of the group gathering around the females fishing to impress, while a group of females gaze at Zuko as he makes his entrance. Azula looks for the very first opportunity to show her competitive side, persuading the group to join in on a game of volleyball. Which leads into our very first plot point. Azula's nature is very analytical. She's observant as shown when analyzing the competition. She points out weaknesses before the volleyball game begins. However, this ironically shows a dynamic when it comes to being a regular teenager. Azula has seen battle and combat for most of her young life. She is seen as a prodigy and revered amongst the Fire Nation for her skills and battle tactics. However, the author did a great job throughout the episode, indirectly pointing out Azula does not know how to interact normally with her peers, as well as not truly understanding how to go about change in this aspect. We often see kids who are seen as prodigies and are trained young in certain fields. What's sacrificed is normal development and interaction that allows them to develop genuine happiness and hobbies. This is something that's executed well throughout the episode, when it comes to expressing this notion through Azula. As the games begin, the group falls in formation, executing flawlessly. Each member is dominating and showing off qualities that we're used to seeing when we normally watch this group in action. Based off of Azula's analysis, this allows the group to attack weak points of the opposing team. After scoring several times, Azula goes in for the kill, destroying the area and giving an ominous speech as to why the opposition should never challenge them again. This leads to Chan, a popular kid, coming up to the group inviting them to a party later that evening. Chan mentions the party will be from dusk till dawn. Fast forward and Azula and the group arrives right on time. Chan opens the door confused as to why the group arrived so early. Azula taking his dusk till dawn statement literally. This shows how out of touch she is with how teenagers go about things. Once in the house, Azula tries to recover, mentioning how nice Chan's outfit is. Her explanation is offsetting, which makes Chan feel weird about the compliment. Azula notices she's not passing the vibe check and feels a way about it. Zuko's insecurities show when another teen says hello to Mai in a flirtatious manner. He asks Mai if she likes the guy, when she states she barely knows him. While Ty Lee is bombarded by guys who wants her attention. This scene highlights the group not really knowing how to fit into a situation of normalcy. Also indirectly touching base on insecurities of the entire group. The author does a great job showcasing relatable aspects of growing up as a teenager. These are things that aren't talked about or taught, which we'll later get to see in the most important scene of this episode. Azula then tries to communicate her feelings to Ty Lee, showing vulnerability, and not wanting to be seen as weak, she reverts back to exposing vulnerable qualities that Ty Lee has. Apologizing, she tries to make sense of why people don't feel comfortable around her. Ty Lee mentions she comes off too strong, as if she's going to harm the guys who may show interest in her. Ty Lee gives Azula advice, stating she should laugh at everything the guy says. Which in retrospect, having someone laugh at comments you've made in a humorous way can make you feel seen, while also making Azula in this sense come off as more feminine and not as masculine. She tries her luck by asking Chan for the house tour. Chan and Azula have one-on-one time on the deck. Chan tries rizzing Azula up, while Azula wants to come off more natural within the moment, both wanting the same thing. This leads to a kiss, which also leads to Azula showing excitement, stating how Chan and herself will dominate as a couple. While fire bending with a scary laugh, Chan finds an excuse to leave, ending the moment abruptly. Zuko looks to get Mai food while coming back to a guy making small talk with her. He makes a scene which leads to a huge argument between Mai and Zuko, adding more fuel to the fire. This leads to Zuko being kicked out the party, giving him time to reflect on why he feels the way that he does. After Zuko had time to reflect and cool off, Azula finds him and asks if he wants to join her at the beach's shore. This leads to the most important part of the episode, which is having each one of the group members confess and talk about their insecurities and issues. We haven't touched base on Mai's problems, however each character gets a moment to release the pent-up emotion that they haven't figured out fully until this moment. Ty Lee reflects on loving the attention of other guys, because she felt unseen, or not as unique growing up with identical sisters in a circus. Mai reflects on feeling numb. Azula talks about not having the love or compassion of her mother like Zuko did, and Zuko reflects on his anger and getting bent out of shape over the smallest things. What's really unique is each character pointed out the issues and problems of another before reflecting on their own, as if to steer away the attention of others, focusing on flaws or issues that needs to be worked on by each individual. However, after each character exposed the problem, they all felt a weight lift off their shoulders. It's as if just mentioning it to people that may care helped them come to terms with it, and begin to find a way beyond the issue. Although each character mentioning the problem didn't solve it right away, this allowed the audience to see the author's direction in how these problems are seen in everyday life, also allowing the audience to relate to the characters and build a deeper connection. If you've seen Avatar, you know this is only the beginning for each character finding their truth. However, it's a great opportunity to begin to explore these depths and learn more about the characters, and seeing them more than just the Fire Nation. If you haven't seen Avatar: The Last Airbender, check it out in its entirety. Subscribe for more breakdowns and stay blessed.